It is very cold in Dingwall, but not quite as cold as it is in Glasgow. Welcome back, guys, to Fog Football -18. It is absolutely freezing. Rangers are frozen to death. Celtic are sitting at home, cigars lit, the fire is on, they're nice and warm. Rangers, at the moment, they're drowning. They're at the bottom of the frozen lake, 18 points behind Celtic after today's 4-1 win in Dingwall. A Kyogo double, an Engels penalty, and a Luke McCowan fourth goal secured all 3 points for the Scottish champions. And now we're going to have a wee look at how the Celtic fans reacted. Now, there was no match review today from the game. People wondering why, partly because Celtic won. I've done a shitload of match reviews in the past when Celtic won. Did a match review about 4 months ago when Celtic won in Dingwall, and a lot of people didn't like it. So here's my quick thoughts on the game. Celtic deserved to win, thought they were the far better team. But credit to Ross County, they always give you a tough match, and that's twice now where they've kept the game close and they've been in it until the very end. But, I mean, in the end, Celtic did stretch their legs, 2 goals in injury time, no doubt about it, the best team won. Did Ross County deserve to lose by 4 goals to 1? I mean, I think it's a little bit harsh on them, but it is what it is. Celtic got the win in the end, a Kyogo double, a game without him. I'm not saying Celtic would be in trouble, but without him, Celtic are nowhere near as good in attack. And if he did leave, I know there was those like fake rumours that he was leaving, but I would be very worried if he left and you had to replace him with Ida up front. But thankfully, Kyogo, he's not going anywhere. I think he's still got, what, 2.5 years left on his contract, so Kyogo should be a Celtic player for the foreseeable future. Engels again scored, and a lot of people are saying, oh, look at this, so much for a waste of 11 million. He scored another goal today. I mean, let's calm down. He scored a penalty. You don't have to pay £11 million to score a penalty, but he did have a good game. So, yeah, congratulations to Engels. And I've never said that Engels isn't a good player. I just expect a little bit more for £11 million. I think most honest people would admit that. I think £11 million, you're expecting a player to come in and stand out over the rest. I think you expect a player to come in for £11 million and to look like he's levels above the league. And I just don't think Engels has done that yet. But it's early days, like he's still young. He's halfway through his first season at the club. Maybe by the end of the year, maybe next season, we'll see this guy and maybe he'll be putting in amazing performances. Maybe we'll be sitting here saying, wow, he looks better than Matt O'Reilly. He looks like he could join a top team. Right now, I think Engels looks like a good player. I just don't think he looks like someone that you would spend £11 million on if you're in Scotland. £11 million in other leagues isn't a lot of money. £11 million for Scotland is a hell of a lot of money. But yeah, it was a good performance for Engels. As for McCowan, he took his goal well, 4th goal. Nice wee touch, nice wee finish. I like Luke McCowan. For me, he could be the future Celtic captain. I think the guy could replace Cal McGregor. I mean, he really is that good. But in the end, look, a 4-1 win for Celtic, a good performance for them, a good 3 points for them. Ross County did a decent job. They made the game competitive, but in the end, the champions won, best team won. So it is what it is. And let's move on to the comments here. So we've got Marty Kyogo says, delighted for Kyogo. A lot of nonsense has been said about him lately after games where he's had poor service. Yeah, I mean, anyone that says he does better than Kyogo, man, they really don't know what they're talking about. Unbelievable opinion to have. And I guess it is an opinion and you're allowed to have it, but still, I mean, they say opinions can't be wrong. That one certainly is. Michael McDonald says, we have to keep Kyogo till the end of the season. If that means reviewing things in the summer, fine, but we can't let the wee man go now. Great to see Engels thriving. Twice the player that Dumpling Raskin is. Just 18 points and 32 goals behind us, Rangers. Mind the gap, Sevco. I don't think Kyogo's going anywhere. To me, that Atlanta thing, it was just a mistake. I haven't really heard any rumours of Kyogo leaving. Or at least leaving in January. I think if he does go, it would probably be in the summer. But as of right now, I don't see much interest in Kyogo, and that's not because he's a bad player. Just for once, like this seems to be the one transfer window where I haven't seen Kyogo linked away with moves. But then again, look, it is early days. I mean, there's only, 11 days gone. There's still, 20 days to go. Potentially, there could be bids that come in for Kyogo, and Celtic might be tempted to take it. But Brendan Rodgers, he's a good manager. He'll know that Kyogo is his best, attacking outlet, and I don't think he can afford to let Kyogo go. If Kyogo did leave in this January transfer window, Celtic would have to replace him 100%. You would not want Ida is your main man. Definitely not. That's not going to... I mean, it'll be... Obviously, they'll win the league, but, you know, you could see that gap begin to come down. I think in Europe they would struggle. They would just decline in quality as a team. If you lose your best striker, that's obviously going to happen. Big Phil must stay. Advert for a zombie game on the Celtic page. Interesting. Josh R, 92, says, well done to every single player on that pitch for delivering that performance in that weather and in that stadium. We thoroughly deserved the 3 points. Well done to Yang, especially Kyogo, who both worked hard. Kyogo is electric. We must keep him my man of the match. Sean Canavan said, either complete waste of money and a jersey. Cummings and Kenny should start at CF, particularly Cummings. Rare game, both CFs come out with Kyogo shunted to left wing, but it shows that Kyogo is much more reliable than Ida, I'm afraid. Well, tell us something we don't already know. I've seen this Sean guy comment a lot. Some people are saying this is my burner account and that I am the one behind this. I'm not. Honestly, I don't know who this guy is, but he doesn't like Ida, and neither do I. It's not that I dislike the guy, I just don't think he's worth the money. And he's not worth the money. I mean, people can argue whether he's Celtic quality, people can argue whether he's good enough to be the backup striker, and that's fine. But no one's going to sit here and tell me he's worth 9.5 million, because he's not. He's absolutely not. Benjamin Angus says Farmers League. How? I don't see how it's a Farmers League. This Farmers League has, you know, constantly pulled off good results in Europe. So, Farmers League, I think not. CJ says Engels with another brilliant performance. Celtic mini fan Arnie Engels was the best player on the park again. What a player. Green Onion says on a brutal pitch in harsh conditions, lots of positives. Kyogo electric, Kenny blooded, and 4 goals scored off the back of a battling professional performance. Relentless. You know, that pitch was terrible. I think you need to give Celtic credit for actually playing so good and pulling out a good performance and getting 4 goals and the 3 points on such a bad pitch. I'm not saying it's Ross County's fault, but I guess with the weather and stuff, I mean, it did look awful. It's one of the worst pitches I've seen, actually, in a long time. So, yeah, I mean, obviously it's better to play the game. I don't think the game is ever going to get postponed, but had Celtic not won today, I mean, the pitch could have been used as a viable excuse because it was shocking. Dom Hall McPaddy Stanley says Yang fantastic. There's a player in there. Kyogo new position masterclass. Sack these unless refs. Ross man of the match was their keeper from making that 110. Absolutely never in doubt. No, it was never in doubt. But I mean, Ross County had it competitive. Ross County were in the game up until 10 minutes to go. So to say it's never in doubt, I don't see how you can make that comment. If you need to wait until the 80th minute to get in front and then see out the game, then, and I know they took the lead first, but they were pulled back. If you need to wait to the 80th, then it was never in doubt, because that is in doubt. You know, there was only 10 minutes to go, or else you could have drew the game. So of course it was in doubt. Sean Canavan, no one will ever question Brendan Rodgers on his choice on who or when Kyogo should be dropped for Ida again. Leroy McMuffin said, call it a hunch, but I think the Huns will be spewing with that result. I mean, they'll probably not be happy, that's for sure. Again, this Sean Canavan guy, he fucking hates Ida more than I do. It's mental. Let's just move on. Jesus Christ. What's this? Ross Grant says, Johnny Kenny done more in 15 than Ida has in the past 3 games. Give him a run. So look, it seems like Ida's coming under pressure from a lot of people. A lot of people not really liking what Ida has to offer. Probably that's because what he offers is nothing. But anyway, guys, like that's where we're going to end it here. A good win for Celtic. So yeah, some talks about the penalty there. I thought Chris Boyd said that Johnson should have been sent off. I don't see where he's coming from. I honestly don't see that at all. To me, both penalties looked a little bit on the soft side. I can understand why they were given, but to me, both penalties were soft, and it is what it is. I think, at least they cancelled each other out almost, but a red card for Johnson? Absolutely not. I didn't see that. I don't know what game Chris Boyd was watching. I've never seen a red card be given for that kind of challenge. I mean, you could argue it was a little bit clumsy or whatnot, but nah, red card. No, Boyd. I don't see it. I don't see the red. All I can see is the blue for your tinted specs, Boyd. That's the only colour I think we can see here. Anyway, guys, that is it. We'll catch you in the next one. Fog Football. We'll talk more about it in the review show, Celtic now 18 points in front. Rangers will be looking to bring that gap down to 15 tomorrow when they play St Johnstone, and we'll find out whether or not they can do it. That's it, guys. Till next time. Peace.